On a California night, 8 friends gather for a dinner party during a comet's passing. Amidst the event, Kevin proposes a business trip to Vietnam to Emily, who doesn't give a definitive answer. Meanwhile, Kevin's ex-girlfriend Lori is present and desires to rekindle their relationship. A sudden power outage occurs, prompting the use of blue glow sticks for light. Curious about the house with power nearby, they investigate and return to notice a broken glass they hadn't seen before. Hugh and Amir venture to the other house seeking assistance and return with a box containing a ping-pong paddle and pictures of themselves, including one taken that very night, with numbers on the back. They realize the other house is an alternate version of their own. Despite Emily's attempt to find a pattern in the numbers, they remain puzzled. They begin to write a note for the other house. A man approaches the house, freaking them out, but he quickly leaves. They find the same note that they have written already pinned onto their door. Emily, Kevin, Mike, and Lori decide to go to the other house to see what's happening. While there, they encounter what appear to be copies of themselves carrying red glow sticks, and both groups flee back to their own homes. Emily's group informs the others about encountering identical versions of themselves, distinguished only by their choice of red glow sticks instead of blue. Hugh retrieves notes from a physics lecture stored in his car, and upon studying them, they come to the conclusion that the passing comet has caused a division in reality. They realize that one of these parallel realities will collapse once the comet passes. The group engages in a heated debate regarding how to handle the situation with the other house. Mike becomes agitated and suggests a drastic plan to eliminate their doppelgangers before they themselves face harm. There's a consideration of stealing the physics notes from the other Hugh's car to withhold crucial knowledge from the alternate reality. Eventually, Mike settles on the idea of blackmailing the other house's version of himself, aiming to prevent them from obtaining the lecture notes. It's revealed that Hugh and Amir are from the house with red glow sticks. They take the box and go back to the other house, then the Hugh and Amir with blue glow sticks return. They explain that they found 2 notes at the other house too. They realize that there are more than just 2 realities, and they switch from one house to another when they go outside and walk through a dark area. Beth is then wrongly accused of lacing the food with some ketamine that she brought. Outside, they hear someone smash Hugh's car window, and they go out to investigate. While outside, Emily has a sweet conversation with her boyfriend before realizing she's talking to a Kevin from a different reality. Then she goes back inside. The group decides to put a random marker in front of their house. As the marker, they leave a random object and photos of themselves in a box, and on the back they write down the numbers they get from rolling dice. They check how their new numbers compare to the numbers from the other house's box, which they wrote on the notepad earlier. Emily realizes that to discern the differences between their realities, the group decides to place a random marker in front of their house. They assemble a box containing a random object and photos of themselves, and they note down the numbers obtained from rolling dice on the back of the photos. These numbers are then compared to the ones from the other house's box, which they had previously recorded on a notepad. To their surprise, Emily notices that the numbers on the notepad do not match the ones she had written earlier. After an arduous search, she stumbles upon a reality where the existence of the split remains unknown, and a contented Emily resides. In this particular reality, Emily had accepted Kevin's invitation to Vietnam, and their relationship had thrived. Determined to take over this version of herself, she devises a cunning plan. Drawing the group outside by breaking a car window, she seizes the opportunity to ambush her alternate self using ketamine. Despite her double's resilience, she manages to overpower her once more, confining her in a bathtub. Exhausted, she collapses in the living room. Upon waking the next morning, she discovers her double missing, and everything appears normal. While searching outside, she unexpectedly encounters Kevin, whose phone rings with an oddly familiar number her own. As he listens to the caller, suspicion fills his gaze, leaving her on edge. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.